Hello. Today I'm gonna be bitching about the video while you look at the black screen. I'm gonna be criticizing things, yes. So there is a lot of channels that is devoted to these top 10 lists. Interesting top 10s in it. And they're all the goddamn same. I mean, usually the person who's talking has no fucking personality, but this over-enthusiastic, condescending voice that will make you go mad after 2 seconds. But today, I think I found the worst one. Enter Kelobi Productions. Kelobi Productions is one of the smaller top 10 channels, however, that does not mean it's good. In fact, it's the worst fucking thing ever. He makes top 10 videos, if you can call it that, and, they usually consist of a bunch of benign facts to stretch the video to the 10-minute mark. And today, well, we're gonna be taking a look at some of these videos. By that I mean one. It's called 10 Things You Never Noticed About the SpongeBob Intro. Not 10 things you probably never noticed. No, 10 things that you for sure definitely did not fucking notice. If you noticed any of these goddamn things, you should call a doctor right now, cause you're weird. You probably have fucking schizophrenia. No, but seriously, what the fuck? Anyway, I think I've stalled enough. It's time to actually watch the video now.
Has anyone took time to actually look at this SpongeBob intro and break it down today?
No. Why would I do that? Is there some sort of fucking hidden code from the government?
Today we're going to be taking a look at it. We're going to be breaking down things that you guys did not notice and some of the things that I didn't notice. And we've been seeing this intro for years. But guys, trust me, there's things in here that you guys...
Just get to the goddamn point already! Oh yes, show me that goddamn intro again. Amazing. So for like 20 goddamn seconds, this guy goes on about how you should subscribe and like the video and, you know, normal fucking YouTuber stuff. And then the real video starts.
Right off the bat in the intro, remember the guy that always says, "Are you ready, kids?" Oh!
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
We'll take a look at the parrot. Did you know that that's actually Patchy's the...
Oh my god, you can't even fucking get your facts right. That pirate is called Painty. And the parrot is called Painty's parrot, my friend. Somebody needs to look at Wikipedia. I could really tell he didn't do his fucking research. I mean, imagine I'm gonna make a video called Top 10 Facts About Microwaves, and I didn't do any research about microwaves. So, I just say something like, microwaves turn into fucking spaceships and fly off to Jupiter. Like, seriously, if you're gonna do a facts video, you have to do your fucking research, or else you'll sound like a goddamn retard, because you were not informed about the subject in any way.
Actually, Patchy's the pirate's parrot. Okay, that sounds like a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister, but Patchy, the pirate's parrot. Did you know that that's actually his? It's crazy how we can break
I think you repeat yourself more than a fucking parrot.
things down. I mean, I never noticed this the whole time I was seeing it, but now that I actually slowed it down and think about it, it really is his own.
We get it, he's a goddamn parrot. Move on, bitch.
And it's been there forever. It's been in the intro since season 1 of SpongeBob. This is crazy.
Oh my god, he literally had it paused for 3 seconds to extend the runtime.
Did you know that this is actually an island?
What? Did you guys know that this pineapple is actually a pineapple? Wow, groundbreaking fucking discovery! Nobody ever goddamn knew!
Now, when SpongeBob is driving in to put the logo for SpongeBob SquarePants, he's driving a boatmobile and some other, boats. Like cars, because in SpongeBob, the cars are actually boats. But if you think about it, if you actually, take time to think about it, SpongeBob has never had his driver's license. I mean, his boating's license. He's never had his boating license.
So first of all, nobody gives a shit. Second, you can state a fact without having to repeat yourself 50 goddamn times.
So how in the world is he driving it in this intro? I never really thought about this. I mean, I thought it was just him going across the screen, but no, he's actually driving the boat.
You just thought it was him going across the screen? He's actually driving the boat? Oh no! Who would have known that he's driving it? And it's not propelling itself on its own without his influence. Who would fucking know? Seriously, man. You need some help. What the fuck? I don't even understand what he's trying to say. Like, you thought it was just him going across the screen, but he's actually driving the boat. I think that should be pretty obvious that he's actually driving it and it's not just him going across the screen.
Boat perfectly. He's not crashing. Miss Puff is not getting mad, guys. He is literally driving it perfectly. And we all know in the episodes, SpongeBob can't drive to save his.
We get it. Just move on to the next fucking fact.
And if SpongeBob does not pass this one, it means another whole year of boarding school!
I mean, SpongeBob literally had, in one of the episodes, he literally had something over his eyes. He had a bandage over his eyes. He couldn't see anything. And then he just drived perfectly.
Drived? I'm sorry, but, it's not a fucking word, mate.
When he couldn't see, but when he could see, he couldn't drive. And in this, he's driving, you know, it's just...
What the fuck does this have to do with what you were talking about with his driver's license or whatever?
When SpongeBob is dancing to get his body back to form, his pants goes off on its own.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Now, what's happening is the music is actually driving his pants, his work pants, to go to his body. The flute, do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, friend, he actually got his pants back before he played the flute. So, yeah, that proves your entire already far-fetched theory wrong.
You know, the flute is actually carrying the pants to SpongeBob. It's crazy, and you can see at the end of it, he's actually blowing a flute at the end, you know, to let us know that this is going to be a fun show.
Fun show? I am sorry. I think you're watching these SpongeBob episodes a lot differently than I am. I mean, fuck, man. If you like that kind of stuff, that's okay, but, fun show? Just keep it to yourself, maybe?
And also, if you look in the background of the logo, you can see SpongeBob outlined in blue, and that's, you know, that kind of looks like Doodle Bob, if you think about it. Doesn't that kind of look like Doodle Bob?
No, actually, it doesn't. Also, Frankendoodle was the first appearance of Doodle Bob in 2002. The intro came out in 1999, my friend. I think you should maybe do some research, like I said.
Doodle Bob was referenced in the first season of SpongeBob. Isn't that crazy, guys? I'm not gonna lie, this does look like a better version of Doodle Bob, but it is what it is, guys. But yeah, that literally looks like Doodle Bob. I can't believe I haven't seen any of these.
Guess what, sweetheart? Nobody gives a shit.
Because we were going kind of fast, we just wanted to sprint through it. But
Actually, son, you're going a bit too slow.
actually, if you go back to the intro, there's a hand. Now, whose hand is that?
You know, I don't actually care. How surprising.
Did we ever really think about whose hand that is? Now, if we go back to the Patchy the Pirate, well, not really Patchy the Pirate, I don't know who this is.
You know, if you really cared about SpongeBob, and that was really your passion, you'd know that that pirate was called Painty. I haven't even watched much of the show, and I know that he's called Painty.
But if we go back to this particular pirate, his coat is orange, you know, orangish, reddish, whatever. It's not black. And so, this hand, who exactly is his hand?
If you just had the decency to do some research, you would know that the hand was called Hans.
Think about it, there have been some occasions where humans or outside things have come in. The first instance I could think of is Sandy Cheeks. Now, Sandy Cheeks is not a fish.
Well, I thought she was an octopus. Thanks for correcting me.
Whatever you believe, guys, that's not a fish, it's a squirrel, okay? And it sucks that I have to teach this to you guys. But I'm just trolling, I know you guys know, I'm just joking. But she really is a creature, but it can't be because she's an animal. But when we think about human characters, think about the characters that we saw with the gorilla in the one episode where SpongeBob, you know, was hiding his napkins, etc., etc.
I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
If you're Patrick, then who's that?
There was a gorilla, and that plot twist was that was the best plot twist I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I've never seen any plot like a gorilla in SpongeBob. Dude, what in the world?
So first, he is talking about Hans the Hand. And then he is talking about Sandy. And then he is talking about a fucking gorilla. Okay, so, like, you can't just stick to one topic and then go with that. No, he has to talk about one thing, then drop it, and another thing, and drop it, and then another thing, and just drop it. Like, what? Imagine I'm talking about fucking pineapples, right? And then, all of a sudden, I jump to talking about fucking microwaves. And then, all of a sudden, I start to talk about fucking gas masks. And then, all of a sudden, I start to talk about Jupiter. Like, it would get old after a while, yes?
Well, dude, that's crazy. But it did happen. Maybe the person in the gorilla suit was a human. Well, it obviously was. And I don't know how they breathe underwater, but, you know, that's besides the point, guys. SpongeBob logic? I mean, come on, there's campfires under SpongeBob, for crying out loud. There is no logic in SpongeBob. But maybe the pirate was inside the costume. Who knows, guys?
I am getting so tired of these far-fetched, unresearched points. If you had the decency to do some goddamn research, you would know that the person in the gorilla suit is Paul Tibbet. And it is not Hans the fucking Hand! You dumbass!
I have no clue. But it is weird that, you know, we really will never see who this hand is. Guys, there are more things that we did not notice in the SpongeBob intro that we already skipped, and we're gonna go back to it. So let's go back and rewind.
Easy zero, no I never step.
Did you know that SpongeBob's body splitting in half like this is to emphasize that he's a sponge and that he can't be destroyed?
I beg to differ. No, but seriously, man, what the fuck? Like, where did you even get that from?
Now, I know that sounds pretty crazy, but when the show, you know, they were showing us that SpongeBob cannot be, you know, he can morph. I mean, he can be split in half and literally regenerate, because that's what sponges actually do.
Okay, so there's a fucking point I can agree with. Yay. An actual point. Sponges can regenerate. And that is the only point that he will say that I will agree with.
And SpongeBob is a sponge. Did you know in the intro that Patrick's house is actually missing? You guys are not going to believe this. Where is his house? Now, I know what the obvious, you know, answer is going to be.
Yeah, that's true, I guess, but that's like the least interesting thing. So to save you a lot of extreme boredom, I'm gonna skip over the rest of this fact because it's really, really uninteresting. And then we go to a fact about
The bath.
and it's something, let me tell you. Just listen to like 20 seconds of this disorganized fuckness.
That SpongeBob goes into is actually the tub that Gary was forced to go into in the earlier seasons. In one of the episodes, SpongeBob wanted to give Gary a bath badly. I mean, Gary needed to shower, dude. He needed to be clean, and he did not. You know, Gary just did not comply.
Of course it's the same! Because it's just SpongeBob's. And when SpongeBob was forcing Gary to take a bath, it was in his bath. So yeah, I think this should be pretty fucking obvious.
And maybe that's the same bathtub. Now, I may be wrong on this, and I could be completely off on this, but you know, it's just one of the things that we gotta understand, because in SpongeBob, continuity is real. I know a lot of people.
Okay, yes, there is continuity in SpongeBob, but SpongeBob's bath in the intro is not a good example of it. So yeah, for a while, this guy goes on about continuity in SpongeBob, you know, when he could just say it once, but, you know, I'm done with that argument. I've said it so many times, put it into the fucking ground, and then the video ends. And this guy plays his fucking outro for like 20 seconds, just to extend the runtime. Just watch this.
Thanks for watching. Peace out.
And like that, we're done. Thank you all so much for watching this video to the end if you are at this point. I just wanted to make a short little video to tide you all over before I release the other videos I'm working on. and that one will come out sometime this week. I've been working on it for a while. But, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video, hopefully, if I don't die.